belonged to them. The Lakotas and other Northern Plains tribes had lived for generations in the area known to U.S. settlers as Dakota Territory. But this did not stop settlers from living on the land. They invaded the Lakotas' homes and hunting grounds. They trespassed on the Black Hills, a place the Lakotas viewed as sacred. The settlers' disregard for the Lakota way of life caused serious clashes. U.S. officials wanted to stop the fighting. They also wanted to control the Lakotas. So in 1868, U.S. officials wrote a treaty. The treaty set aside an area of land in Dakota Territory for the Lakotas and other American Indians to live on. The area was called the Great Sioux Reservation. The treaty also stated that no outsiders could trespass or settle there. Many Lakotas moved to the reservation. Others did not. Sitting Bull, an important Lakota leader, refused to live on the reservation. He thought it was wrong to be forced onto a piece of land. He did not think the U.S. government had the authority to tell the Lakotas where they could live and hunt. In 1874, another problem arose in the U.S. government's plan. U.S. soldiers trespassing on Lakota land found gold in the Black Hills of Dakota Territory. Thousands of U.S. miners flocked to the area. They hoped to become rich by finding and selling gold. The miners scarred and trampled the Lakotas' sacred land. The treaty between the Lakotas and the U.S. government made the miners' actions illegal. But the U.S. government did little to keep the trespassers out of the Black Hills. After the gold discovery, U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant wanted to buy back the Black Hills. But Sitting Bull and other Lakotas refused. Sitting Bull insisted his sacred homeland was not for sale. Sitting Bull, 1831. Sitting Bull is born. 1841. Sitting Bull kills his first buffalo at age 10. 1845. At 14, Sitting Bull fights in his first battle against another American Indian nation. 1863. Sitting Bull fights against U.S. soldiers for the first time. He earns a reputation as a brave warrior and a strong leader. 1868. Sitting Bull becomes chief of the Lakota Nation. 1876. Sitting Bull holds a Sundance ceremony near the Little Bighorn River and has a vision the U.S. Army will be defeated. She and other Lakota women were digging for turnips when they noticed a cloud of dust rising beyond a nearby ridge. Suddenly, a Lakota warrior raced toward them on horseback. The warrior shouted that U.S. soldiers were coming to attack. He told the women to take the children and run in the opposite direction. Moving Robe saw soldiers on horseback on a bluff across the Little Bighorn River, which the Lakotas called the Greasy Grass. Instead of running for the hills, Moving Robe ran back to camp. As word of the attack spread, commotion filled the camp. Moving Robe's father ran to gather the horses. Pistol and rifle fire rang out as U.S. soldiers shot into the camp. Inside her family's tent, Moving Robe's mother shared horrible news. The attacking soldiers had killed One Hawk, Moving Robe's brother. Moving Robe was heartbroken. She stopped long enough to sing a death song for her brother. But she wanted to do more than sing for her brother. She also wanted to help protect the Lakotas' land. Moving Robe braided her hair and painted her face red, representing strength and energy. She climbed onto her black pony and joined her father and hundreds of other Lakota warriors. They were armed with rifles, bows and arrows, and war clubs. When the command was given, the warriors thundered toward the invading soldiers from all directions. War cries rang out. Gunshots and arrows filled the air. The Lakota charge forced the U.S. soldiers to retreat. Moving Robe and the Lakota warriors chased the soldiers back across the river to the other side of a bluff. Moving Robe and the warriors were proud of their victory. They stopped to sing a victory song. But they knew the battle was far from over. Another group of U.S. soldiers was attacking the other side of the village. Moving Robe, her father, and the other warriors raced into the dust and toward the gunfire.